The next matchup of this 2022 New York State Championship Tournament is about to begin between the Patriots of John Jay and the #1 seeded Northport Huntington Tigers. Michael Andrew here, ready to bring you the action again. Northport Huntington looking to continue their undefeated dominance up here in Saugerties, New York, kicking off the tournament with a big win in overtime against East Islip. Then smashing the doors off of St. Anthony's, winning by a final of 6-2. And now we'll see what they bring to the table against John Jay, who is looking to finish this tournament strong, and obviously obviously a spot in the championship semifinals may not be something that may be within reach, but make no mistake, these Patriots are going to give their fans one last good showing, and it'll take place against the best team that's up here in upstate New York, the Tigers of Northport Huntington. And so Blake Hansen, who picked up 2 goals yesterday along with Carmine Patelli and Derek Mackholtz, begin this competition on the ice. John Jay is going to try to do anything they can in their ability to get one to go in the back of the net. They were successful scoring once last night against East Islip, in which they fell to the Chiefs 6-1. Jack Brecklin trying to keep it away from John Jay right there, and this will be picked up by the Tigers until it was thrown back in deeper by John Jay. Hansen couldn't progress out of the zone that time, and this stops play will lead to both teams utilizing new lines going for this next sequence. This one is spun onto the stick of, or almost fully on the stick of Derek Mackholtz, one of the 2 goal scorers I briefly alluded to just moments before. Mackholtz with the puck on his stick. Or, pardon me, that was Robert Savaglio. Just by the appearance of the 2 on the ice, both with same colored equipment and same stature, it makes sense why those 2 would be misidentified as this goes for icing.
I got everybody back home like there's the game. Oh wait, what's this one?
No, I got it here.
Oh. Hang on.
So try and refresh it with on the app.
Yep.
Yep.
This one is sent in deep right there by John Jay. Argal plays this one off the wall, and in comes Core to try to stuff this one out of harm's way. Brecklin trying to knife it onto the stick of his intended target, as this is kept alive by John Jay inside Northport's territory. Brecklin can steer this one ahead, and it'll be carried in further by the captain for the Tigers. Offside's called, just as Brecklin released the shot. Patelli. Hansen. Tittle. Score. Just like that, the Tigers draw first blood against John Jay. So the Tigers' first line succeeds as they get one to go in the back of the nets in this early going of the contest against John Jay. Hansen fends off the attacker, but John Jay is able to stay within the Tigers' reach as they try to answer the call. Hansen is going to pop this one ahead. There's Tittle again. Tittle on the hunt. Save made right there that time by Banco. And net for John Jay. A change in scenery in the goal mouth for Northport Huntington as Angel Spinelli, who got the starting nod over Aiden Donnelly for the first two games, is not starting today. Aiden Donnelly, or Angels, getting mixed up with the names. Aiden Donnelly has the start over Angel Spinelli after Spinelli started the first two games in net for the Tigers up here in Saugerties. Lost it to Mackholtz. Tirico with a chance, and he whistles that one wide. Mackholtz trying to keep it under his control as he takes it into a different location. And this one is popped out of the zone. Brecklin will get a hold of it. There's Paragallo. Paragallo sends this one in deep. Mackholtz jumping in there to get a hold of it. Here's Patelli. Denied right there that time by Banco, and the rebound is caught in the glove hand of Banco, and good start right there. Or pardon me, that's Aiden Farrell in between the pipes for the Patriots today. Jacob Banco got the starting nod over Farrell for the first two games up here in Saugerties for John Jay, and so Aiden Farrell gets his first chance at showcasing his abilities inside the goal mouth for John Jay. Offside's called. Gano tosses this one across and trying to motor in further towards the goal, but taking a spill into the end boards was number 40, Quinn Curtis. Icing again. Chance from the top, misfires for Hansen. Sbaglio trying to pinch one into the corner as the Tigers continue to make their presence felt inside the Patriots zone. Another icing here. Telly able to
draw for, or hard to tell if he won the draw or not. I think it was evenly matched between him and the other participant. Patelli scores. A roof job by Carmine Patelli for his third of the playoffs. Third of the round robin tournament, as the playoffs will begin tomorrow. And it's a 2-0 game with Northport Huntington kicking off the contest with back-to-back goals unanswered. One by Patelli, and the first one that was put home by Tittle. Patelli had 2 goals in yesterday's evening affair against St. Anthony's. And Gano tried to slide that one down low to his intended target, Tapsman. Here's Patelli maneuvering his way back into the zone. Backhander on goal, and it couldn't be potted home right there by Meyer, who was driving to the net. Sean Wright for John Jay, and the captain on the ice, McDonald. This one is tossed nearly fully ahead as McLaughlin got taken to task along the glass by Chuico. Sean Wright hit into the boards. Brecklin. Mackholtz tried to steer it back in front, and he gets another chance from the top, and it's gloved down right there by Farrell. Mackholtz trying to grab it again along the wall as he's being hounded aggressively by 3 John Jay players. Northport trying to help him out in that little scramble, and we'll see if anything comes out of this little sequence. And what we're getting here is offsetting penalties to both Derek Mackholtz and the John Jay player. Gano able to sidestep some of that pressure as he advanced into the zone. Neither team having the luxury of going on the power play here as we skate 5-a-side with Mackholtz and the Patriots player in the box being out of contention for a little bit. And Gano try to wheel this one back the other way to no avail. Mangano pinned up against the boards by Northport Huntington's core. This one is pushed back into the zone. Paragallo will recollect it. Paragallo throws the body against one of the John Jay players, who regathers his lost equipment. Here comes Corey Geidish. Geidish able to muscle through the hit attempt right there by the Patriots player. As as Northport plays catch in their own zone before trying to distribute it ahead. And Patelli couldn't get a handle of that on that feed. Rico sends this ahead. Hansen will track it down and get there first before June, but June tries to lay the hammer against Hansen, and he couldn't succeed at that. Offside's called here. Martin pinballed that one back in front as John Jay gets an opportunity off, but it goes over the glass, or it goes over the net and off the glass. Vaughn Martin tries to spin it out of harm's way here. John Jay gets close to the goal, but Northport Huntington is able to exit it out of the zone. Martin trying to chase it down further against that man Mangano, who has control of the puck. Haragawa sends this one ahead, but it couldn't be received well by the intended target in sight, which was William Sanders. Mangano trying to close the gap against the Tigers in their own zone. Here comes Northport Huntington trying to get a 2-on-1 opportunity to succeed, but they won't do it right there. Brecklin try to pop that one forward, and he has to reset on his own. As Paragawa plays that one off the wall, almost got it onto the stick of Kraft as John Jay attempts to keep it away from the clenches of the Tigers. This one is sauced across, and Wright will send it in deeper where Brecklin will retrieve it. Mackholtz slammed into the glass right there. Both players stay on their feet, and actually one player did not, and it was Derek Mackholtz who was shaken up after being on the receiving end of a hit, and this will go for a 2 and a 10 just by the referee gesticulating the additional penalty going against the John Jay player. And there it is, as he repeats it to our celebrity public address announcer, Dylan Flynn, one of our very own here at LI Sports Network. Tigers on the power play for the first time today against John Jay. Meyer feeds it over to Patelli. Patelli delays, sets it back to the point. Meyer returns it over to Patelli. Patelli fires, save made that time by Farrell. Patelli sends it back to Meyer. Meyer fires, he scores. Michael Meyer, 3-0, and the power play succeeds for Northport Huntington. Hansen collects it in the corner. Steal is made by John Jay, and they're going to try to chase it down into their own possession. Meyer, the latest goal scorer, almost gives that one up. The Patriots unsuccessful in that little sequence. 3-on-1 chance, and a big save is made on the diving defensive play right there from the Patriots player. So a good job right there to negate the latest Northport scoring opportunity, and there's another one that was stopped by Farrell. This one is wrapped around. Paragawa. Sanders on goal, and it couldn't be put home. There's Brecklin. This one is sent around. John Jay able to cut it off as Paragawa has to reset the other way. We get a stoppage of play. Penalty here for roughing. Or no. My mistake. No penalty. We skate 5 aside. 2 minutes to go here in the first. And this one is covered up by Farrell. One is chipped out of the zone and carried in further by John Jay. Save made by Aiden Donnelly on Mangano. Another stoppage of play. And it's another penalty. This time, an official penalty for Derek Mackholtz, as the last trip he took to the box, it was evenly assessed or evenly matched with the John Jay player when they both received offsetting Myers. Hansen tried to steer it back in front to no avail as that chance was canceled out, and it'll go for icing. John Jay again. McDonald. Looking for a man to set up as everyone converges down low. Mangano at the top, feeds it across, shot from the point, and this one redirected off the pad of Donnelly, and it stayed out. This one is popped out of the zone and nudged ahead. Carmine Patelli rings this one off the post as John Jay is able to escape from more damage. And we'll head to the second period. Tigers up 3-0. Just under a minute left to go on the Derek Mackholtz penalty call. And John Jay will look to execute before that expires, before the time expires on the Mackholtz penalty. Here's Mangano. Take this one up ahead. Mangano being hounded right there by Sanders as he makes his way into the zone. Mangano tried to set it in front, but he didn't have a lane to pass it to. Tessman back to the point. McDonald over across, one-timer. Glove down right there by Donnelly, and Northport Huntington is able to get a clear out of it. And with 15 seconds to go, and we'll see if John Jay has one last chance in them before the time expires and we go back to 5-on-5 hockey. And it does not look like there will be a power play goal happening this time around, as Northport Huntington successfully kills off the Mackholtz penalty. One is tossed off the boards, but not fully out. Chirico couldn't lay that one far, as this is Meyer. Meyer trying to cruise back into another goal. He already has one under his belt in this contest. This one skitters around. Mackholtz didn't get that one to go. It got blocked in front.
Chirico tried to knife it in front to no avail. Kraft bumping into his man, trying to get a hold of the puck as John Jay makes their way back into the Tiger zone, and it was feathered wide. June makes the keep off the glove hand. June having trouble locating the puck in between his legs, as this one is shot on net and was stopped by Donnelly. McLaughlin trying to pull it back onto his forehand. Instead, he'll send it back to the top as this one skittered off a stick and it goes right into the corner. Kraft trying to punch it out of harm's way, as Savaglio will just do that for the Tigers, while John Jay brings out new reinforcements. Kraft able to flip this one down to the other end, and he'll go for icing. Save made by Donnelly, as he had to do a double take and make sure it didn't slip out of his glove. This one is sent on net and it was stopped by Donnelly. Wicker tosses this one in the corner. John Jay can't get a hold of it cleanly, as Brecklin is able to stuff it along the half wall, and it's pushed further out by Tittle. Patelli tosses this one ahead to Blake Hansen. Hansen trying to fight off the pressure given to him by by Wicker. Tittle. Hansen. Tafsman. And play is stopped. Northport Huntington trying to execute in this little sequence. John Jay powering the other way as this one is floated into the end boards and trying to chase it down before Meyer can get to it was Curtis, and the shot by John Jay is stopped by Donnelly.
Brecklin knocked his man down. As Mangano tries to steer this one back down low. Paragallo. Now Chirico along the half wall, couldn't exit the zone, and the save is made right there by Donnelly on Tafsman. This one skips into the corner. John Jay had trouble retrieving it. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity again for the Tigers. Mackholt stopped that time by Farrell. Paragallo. Tafsman gathers it from the corner. And John Jay will attempt to get one to go here, and then one was skipping towards the goal. And here's another chance. Tafsman as he tried to spin it back into the slot to no avail. Chirico. Mackholtz charging hard to the goal. He couldn't finish strong on his forehand. Everything about that play right there was good except the execution, as Mackholtz had some heavy pressure to deal with while trying to put that one home. Donnelly. McDonald. Picking it back up, swinging it over to back-checking McDonald. Zavaglio trying to come up with the steal. Here's Tittle, the man that opened up the scoring for the Tigers. Pinballed across, but no one was able to put it home for John Jay. A steal and a rush here for Blake Hansen the other way. And this one misses, but not by much. He came very close to adding another goal to this weekend. Drive from the point, and that one missed. And this one goes out of play. Zavaglio is the one that sent it over the glass. Zavaglio, Patelli, across, couldn't be finished right there by Mackholtz. Pardon me, that couldn't be finished by Zavaglio, and we get a whistle, stop play. Here's Brecklin. Poor. Centering chance, Sanders couldn't get on that one. Guidish trying to spin it back onto his forehand and maybe set something up for his team. John Jay, 2-on-1 chance, negated right there, and almost got put home at the side of the goal by Sean Mangano. Tapsman able to close the gap and keep it inside the Tiger zone for the moment. But Northport's Huntington is able to advance ahead. Paragallo from deep, and the sliding stop is made by Farrell. Out of the zone it goes, and having to retrieve it, or the Tigers defenseman. And that one almost got put home for Chiwiko on the setup by Mackholtz. Gaidish on target, but it couldn't reach the net. Shane Wright trying to pull it back on his possession. This one takes an adventure around the boards. Kraft sends this one off the wall, and John Jay will just bounce it back towards Donnelly, who holds up. Patelli soars this one ahead, and it couldn't be reached on the stick of Hansen. Now Patelli gets another crack at it with Hansen. Patelli, Hansen, score. Or no. No, it did not go in. No goal. From the way it looked like that was going to be an easy punch in for Blake Hansen, and instead the score stays the same, 3-0, and again Hansen almost gets another opportunity to score. One is fired wide. John Jay. Hansen back in the zone. Savaglio couldn't receive that chance well. Hansen throws it in front, but Savaglio couldn't receive the second opportunity. Now, this one is deflected into the mesh and out of play. John Jay trying to motor the other way, or pardon me, Northport Huntington is trying to trek the other way as John Jay fires it back in the zone. And Paragallo will recollect it. Recklin trying to stash it ahead as John Jay spins it back into the zone, where Sanders, or pardon me, Paragallo taught. That was Jack Recklin again. 2-on-1 chance almost developing right there for John Jay, but they ran out of time as all the heavy-powered Tigers players came back in a hurry to deteriorate the scoring chance. Derek Mackholtz rushing in, and he tried to poke it home, but ran out of time with Farrell making the stop. And him and Mackholtz share a friendly chat. Mackholtz letting him know, hey, you got me that time. You got me this time, but I'm going to get you next time. And we'll see if that prophecy comes to reality, as Northport Huntington has had numerous scoring chances since the last time they found the back of the net. Surprisingly enough, John Jay has put up a strong outing against the best team in this whole tournament field. Mackholtz across, and that one couldn't be jammed home. John Jay, 3-on-1 chance. Save made by Aiden Donnelly, and he'll hold up. And John Jay almost puts one home right there. And Gano with a one-time release. But wish he had a little more. He definitely wished he had a little more elevation and a lot more connection to the shot than he wanted to, and he would like to have. As Patelli backpedaling forward as he takes it back in the zone. Hansen side of the net trying to stuff it home. Hansen working down low against McDonald. Another chance on goal. And that one almost got juggled home right there by Patelli. Paragallo. Patelli. Attempting to protect it along the wall as he's being hounded by two of the John Jay players. Hansen couldn't bat it home right there. As here's an opportunity the other way. And it looked like John Jay was going to come full steam ahead towards Donnelly, but Jack Brecklin put a stop to that in a hurry. And it just shows why he is the leader of this team, not giving up when the opportunity for an opponent presents itself. He'll always be ready to make an impact for his team that can keep them in a spot to win games. And Brecklin, not only can he score goals, but he has the propensity to just do that, make those defensive sacrificial plays. John Jay taking this wide. Mangano forced wide, sending that chance on net, and was stopped by Donnelly. Rebound, the turnaround try, and that one was negated by Donnelly. Paragallo tried to run over his man as John Jay tries to get an opportunity to go behind the goal. As this one is popped out of the zone, Wicker will float it back in Northport's territory. A minute plus to go here in the second. Not the matchup we were quite expecting. A John Jay team who has struggled against some of the top teams here representing the Suffolk County High School Hockey League have put up a strong performance. A strong performance. Trailing by 3 here in the second period against the number 1 seeded Northport Huntington Tigers. You have to wonder how head coach Michael Porcello, Frank Coyle are feeling about the Tigers playing this way, as John Jay's recent trend has shown them being on the downside, but it looks nothing like how the team has played like these last 2 games, as John Jay has held the Tigers to only 3 goals through 29 or 33 or so minutes of play. Final 30 seconds, icing called here again. How about Dylan Flynn changing up, mixing up a little bit of rock, hip hop. Now we got some Luke Bryan and the country flavor added to the mix. Bravo, Dylan Flynn, for providing us with some awesome entertainment. Patelli in front, and that one couldn't be jammed home by Tittle. 10 seconds to go. John Jay looking for one last rush. They will not get that. And time expires. Second period. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one, as the Tigers lead John Jay in this contest by a score of 3-0 heading to the third period. 12-minute intermission about to begin, and we'll be back to drop the puck for the third in the matter of moments. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen.
going to be a contest that didn't really need it to be taken very serious, just based on John Jay's track record up here this weekend. And so not only is Frank Coyle and Michael Porcello not on the bench, neither is, actually, no, Frank Coyle is on the bench. So the ones that are currently positioned on the bench, behind the bench for the Tigers is Frank Coyle, Ed Kuratowski, and Brendan Martin. Head coach Michael Porcello, however, is not there. Actually, no, he might be there. I was informed that the head coaches weren't there, but I do believe every member of that coaching staff for the Tigers is there, and I have a clear eye view from my vantage point where I'm sitting with Nick Quinn to confirm that every member of the coaching staff is there, from head coach Michael Porcello to the manager Frank Coyle, all the way to the assistants Ed Kuratowski and Brendan Martin. They are all there present on the bench. However, I can confirm that the lines are being rolled a little differently for this matchup compared to other matchups that Northport Huntington has faced this weekend so far. Has faced off against them this weekend so far. Some names that stand out that have not been seen in this matchup. Bradley Gray, one of the PAL Junior Islanders products, has not been seen on the ice. But make no mistake, he will be there for tomorrow's semifinals. And the Tigers are hoping to get a big result out of that semifinal matchup as they try to finish a magical season off with a state championship after failing to capture the 2022 Suffolk County High School Hockey League title, which was won by the St. Anthony's Friars against the team that beat Northport Huntington, Connecticut Sayville. How fitting that Dropkick Murphys plays on the loudspeaker, and the man that's caught in frame is a man that is the epitome of the intensity and upbeat, aggressive tempo of Dropkick Murphys, Derek Mackholtz. Always plays with an edge to his game, and yet that style of play has benefited him a lot and has benefited his team in more ways than one. He picked up 2 goals against St. Anthony's yesterday, and he's done a lot more than just that. Score! Captain Jack gets on the board. Brecklin, 4-0. We saw Captain Jack have a quiet affair last night in the matchup against St. Anthony's, and Brecklin made some noise when he got into it with Jack DeLugos. And why I mention this is because both of them have the first names. That's first off, and the second part that's even more freaky is the fact that they're both captains of their respective schools, respective squads. So, and I played along and made light to that situation yesterday, despite the trend that was happening, which was Northport Huntington just outwardly dominating St. Anthony's all game long. Michael Meyer playing catch on the back end with captain, or with Robert Zavaglio. And here's Carmine Patelli. Look at that maneuver. Looked like he was going to get cleaned down. Instead, he bounced off his opponent and spun back to the same direction as he was going towards in the John Jay zone. Here's John Jay trying to push the other way, and that chance was nudged wide of Northport's goalie, Aiden Donnelly. This one is sent down inward to the corner boards, and it goes for icing. A delayed ice. It actually was a delayed whistle right there. So, we got our current trends here, which is Northport Huntington staying on the right track. And it's worth noting that this team has yet to not score first in this tournament. Robert Savaglio tipped in front by Blake Hansen, 5-0. And we'll see if this does indeed get a tip in. It is Blake Hansen indeed. So he missed out on the opportunity to score. He missed out on a goal in which I thought he scored back in the seconds with that tip in front to make it a 5-goal lead for the Tigers. And we'll see if this is all that will be dealt by the Tigers to John Jay here tonight. Sean Tittle for 2. And he just pushed that one wide. The man that kicked off this contest almost brought his fans to their feet again with the second goal of the game. Here's Patelli, Carmine Patelli. Sent across again. And that one is tossed back into the end boards, and receiving that one off the wall is Meyer. Watch out here. Derek Mackholtz sends it in front. Hansen whistles it wide on the backhand try. Be sure to stick around for what will be undoubtedly the game of the day. A matchup with major implications hanging in the balance. And a trip to the semifinals up for grabs. Arlington, Kings Park, Comac. And puck drop will begin for that contest at approximately 4 o'clock Eastern Time right here on LI Sports Network. And thank you to Nick Quinn for reminding me about the time, because it took me a little bit. I had to actually open up the pamphlet right here in front of me that has the stats and everything, so I had to actually I needed to do a double take to make sure I didn't get the time wrong. Then here's Nick, my spotter for this contest, keeping me in tune with, all right, it starts at 4 o'clock, so I'm going to raise my 4 fingers in the air and let you know that it's 4 o'clock. So thank you very much for that, Nick. And if you are around in the stands, hanging around where we have our cameras positioned for this weekend, make sure to say hi to us. Like, we are more than very friendly people. Well, put it like this. We welcome anyone who wants to chat or anything. Like, we are up for the conversation and stuff. Say hi to us. We have no issue whatsoever. All we need to do is by the time By the time these guys enter out on the ice, that's the part where, all right, we got to be focused and stuff. But if you're around here at the Kiwanis Ice Arena, say hi to us. We won't bite. We're always up for a conversation. We're always here to talk. We're always up to talk about hockey and anything that relates to these teams in general. So, with that being said, let's get back to the action in front of us. John Jay. Save, rebound, save, score! They got one past the regular season champs. 5-1, the Patriots on the board. Persistence pays off for Anthony Lally, as announced by our good friend from LI Sports Network, Dylan Flynn. And Lally picks up the goal for the Patriots to end the shutout bid for Aiden Donnelly. And just like that, the lead has been cut to 4 once again. This one is played off the body of Donnelly, but Northport Huntington can't push it fully ahead. Tasman engaging in a battle with Tittle. Mangano fell to his knees as he lost an edge, and this is Tittle advancing into the zone, but taking control of the puck on his stick was one of the John Jay players. Here comes Mangano, floating it across. John Jay trying to create another scoring opportunity. As we approach 8 minutes to go here in this contest. Tapsman trying to spin it across to no avail as Hansen handles business behind the goal. In alone, Carmine Patelli. Score 6-1. Business as usual for the PAL Junior Islanders product, Carmine Patelli, as he pots home yet another goal this weekend. And once again, the Tigers have the 5-goal stranglehold over John Jay here in the third period. They entered the final frame up 4-0. Blake Hansen deflected the first goal they registered this period to make it 5-0. Then John Jay got on the board and Patelli squashed those hopes and dreams in a matter of seconds as he beats Farrell on the breakaway. Recklin. Paragalo try to set it in front or keep it out of harm's way as John Jay continues to make their presence felt inside the Tiger zone. Now it's Mackholtz trying to steal it away from the Patriots. Mackholtz getting aggressive along the wall. Paragalo sending this one wide of the cage. Here's June trying to hop it out of the zone. Chance from the top, misfires for the Tigers. Picking that one up off the corner boards was Mackholtz as Chirico controls it. Got it to Paragalo, and he misfires as well. Motherwhite can't get a hold of the rebound as Brecklin comes into the mix to try to set something up for his team. He's got 1 goal under his belt today as John Jay makes their way back
into the Tigers zone. However, Northport's Huntington is able to impede their progress as Paragallo sends this one in deep. Brecklin able to track it down, almost got that one onto the stick of Motherway as John Jay attempts to bounce this one out of the zone. Sanders pops this one to the end boards. Not Savaglio, number 13. This is number 13 for the Patriots, Eric Hoyce. Mangano shifting over to the middle, firing a chance, and that one was stopped by Donnelly. That one couldn't be kept in by John Jay, and we'll see if this goes for icing, and it won't, as it was played on the stick of Farrell. Here's Vaughn Martin, smushed to the ice right there by Eric Hoyce. Mangano firing just wide. One player going head over heels as he tried to throw the big body check on one of the Tigers in their own zone. Icing waved off here as Wicker recollects it for the Patriots. That one is angled forward, but it couldn't be reached well by Wright. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Patelli in front. Meyer denied right there. Rebound. Hansen fanned on the attempt as he couldn't get the follow-up chance to go. Patelli able to skip it. What a play! Oh my goodness! An innovative setup by Carmine Patelli. Almost connects perfectly for Blake Hansen. We need to see a replay of that. You talk about having the confidence to make plays like that happen in such a difficult spot. Look at this. First of all, pops it in the air, settles it down, and watch that! What? He settled the puck on his blade before kicking it across to Blake Hansen with his skate behind his leg. Nearly perfect executed play. And if that one succeeded, we would never hear the end of it. Or you'll never hear the end of it from me, because I mean, when it comes to goals that were almost scored, that is one of them that tops my list. Tasman trying to advance ahead on the juggling act as Chirico settles things before popping it the other way. And Gano will retrieve it with 3.5 remaining here in the third. Sanders pickpockets his man and rings this one off the crossbar. Watch out there. 2-on-1 chance, maybe a 3-on-1. Tasman just drove it wide of the cage. He blasted that one, but he missed targets. I was awaiting in sight, which was where Donnelly is right now. Despite not having a shutout, Aiden Donnelly has put up some good numbers today. So that will be something Northport Huntington's goalie will be happy about. once this game concludes. And there's a lot to be happy about besides that performance, and it's a berth to play in the semifinals with a chance at a state championship, something that the Northport Huntington Tigers haven't had the luxury of accomplishing in nearly a decade. Go back all the way to 2015, the last time Northport Huntington won this state championship tournament. Drive from the point, and it stopped in the glove of Donnelly. And that will be one of the anecdotes that I'll definitely be bringing up tomorrow to see if there's any notable alumni that were from that team. And we've seen a lot of cool things happen the last few weeks. Long-time graduates of these schools playing for championships, popping up out of nowhere, showing their support for their teams, whether it's through Instagram, social media, on the streams. It's pretty cool to see as this one gets deflected off the crossbar and out of play. During the Suffolk County High School Hockey Championship, we had former graduates Frankie DeChara of Connecticut Sayville and Jimmy Mazza of St. Anthony's chime in with a little bit of a bet between the two schools, as I was having that good chat with Jack Gregg, and we mentioned that in many instances during the broadcast, so it's pretty cool to see, and they were showing their support, chiming in on the Instagram handles that these two teams have been promoting themselves on. So it's very exciting with what goes on when a team reaches a point where they may have gone years without reaching that position, and here they are, and there's this nostalgic feeling that you can't deny, and it's so cool to just see come to life. So yeah, that will be one thing I'll definitely bring up, do my research tonight. Northport Huntington, all I know is that they're looking for that first state championship since 2015, and this will be a huge accomplishment for them if they do get that job done. They came oh so close to doing that. Score! Kieran Motherway, 7-1. After nearly 3 full games up in Saugerties, Motherway can finally celebrate a goal, and he does in an emphatic way. And there you see the smile on the young man's face as he's able to notch one home before the buzzer sounds. Northport Huntington will continue on their dominating journey into Sunday morning when they take on their opponent that will be determined in a few hours from now. The Tigers came oh so close in the pre-pandemic era to winning a championship in the new decade, falling short, losing to Half Hollow Hills. And everyone knows what happened after that. The pandemic canceled everything and kind of put everything in peril. And that will do it. The beat goes on for the Northport Huntington Tigers. We'll see you Sunday. 7-1 the final over John Jay as Aiden Donnelly gets the victory. And we'll see if
He'll get the starting nod over that man, Angel Spinelli, for the first or second semifinal game that will take place tomorrow morning here at the Kiwanis Ice Arena. At the moment, the two teams will congratulate each other on a hard-fought efforts. It's what we expect to be the final time we'll see John Jay here on this ice, so obviously not the result that the Patriots wanted to have, but we wish them the best and a job well done on their season at getting here in familiar territory, as they've had numerous experiences of getting to this place with a shot at winning a state championship. But for now, we're going to step aside, let the Zamboni make its entrance, do an ice cut, and we'll be back to bring you the action all over again. Arlington, KPC, next on the LI Sports Network.